This is Yujae's tutor, Mira. I hope you'll pay attention to what I have to say, because I'm writing this letter in regards to the death of your son. Do you remember the incident involving a dog being brutally killed in the park last year? The dog had wandered out of his house onto the street, and when the owner discovered that it had gone missing, she began searching for it frantically. Can you imagine her distress? How would you feel if your own child had gone missing? But the dog's body was discovered that night, with its neck snapped. The woman didn't try to find the person responsible. She knew very well that no one cared about a poor, middle-aged woman's dead dog. But after a while, she learned the identity of the killer, and was surprised by who it was. It was the boy who found the dog and told her where it was. The woman had a son who was around the same age, and the boy's sincere remorse made it hard for the woman to feel any anger. Little did she know that everything was just a game to the boy. The shrewd and manipulative boy thought the game was over. But 5 days later, the foolish woman visited the boy's house, worried that he might be struggling with his guilt. Do you remember what you said to her when she visited you that day? Then you must also remember that 2 days later, the woman and her son both passed away. You might wonder how people could die over such a trivial incident, but the woman had been struggling with depression for a long time. That woman was my mother. I lost both my mother and brother that day. I felt such a heavy burden of guilt. Why wasn't I there with them? Why didn't I pay attention to her story? Then, I suddenly started wondering, what were you and your family doing after crushing mine? And so, I swore revenge. Don't you want to know how I killed your son? Then search a small lie on Manta right now and find out what I did a year ago.